Obviously, it was a bad start, giving a goal away in a situation where 95% of the referees would whistle a foul. Still, there is a 5% where you could let play, but later on were another faults who were very similar, and then he was choosing to whistle and give a foul. So unfortunately, this time he let the play go on, and we conceded a goal. So we start after a few minutes already losing a game in a situation where against the Red Bulls playing on the road it's gonna be hard. And then they gave us the ball. There was a lack of calm and patience on the ball. I think the quicker we could circulate the ball, the more space it could be, especially on the wings. But the opponents started to know how we play more and more, and obviously they were very short on Julian, and we didn't have the capacity of Andy behind to escape that moment of pressure. So the game starts to be a typical game where there are a lot of long balls and you have to try to win the second ball. So obviously the game was not the nicest to watch, but I have to remark that it's not easy to come back, and we did it again, and not based on the play and on the quality of the play, but based on the chances. We need to win this game. Once again, during the first half we had the biggest opportunities, and on the second half the same. So it's a pity because we came here for the 3, but at the end I think it's a good point on the road. During the last stretch of games, 11 games to go, you have to be smart, and when you can't win, you need to take that point and think about all the home games that still are coming up.
Thank you, Coach. We'll go to Steve Goff first.
You mentioned the ability to create some chances. You must have been encouraged by the team continuing to go forward, to pick up a little momentum after scoring the goal. And the goals didn't come, but did you like what was in the build-up?
No, I didn't like it, but I knew it was going to be ugly. I knew it was going to be a game about duels and 50 balls, and you need to think quicker, and you need to have a solution in your head before you get the ball, because that's the way Red Bulls play. And we also knew it was a team with a little bit of lack of confidence due to the results. But when you give them the advantage and the possibility to come up in the score, then it becomes a different game. And still, I think we create enough opportunities, and the balance based on opportunities, based on scoring chances, based on danger in the opponent goal, we create a lot more than them. So it's not an easy game, especially for the forwards, for the creative players. It gets very physical. You need to be prepared. You need to sometimes make a lot of runs in behind instead of asking the ball short, because they're coming, and that's what they like, short passes to put us under pressure. So yes, it was ugly, but at the end I think it's a good point looking forward.
We'll go to Jason Anderson.
Hi, Hernán. Thanks for speaking with us. I wanted to ask about the return of both Donovan Pines and Paul Arriola. Donovan, I know, hadn't played for a couple of months. Just their overall play, in your opinion, given the amount of time that they had missed and the time between games for them.
I think both did it well, knowing from where they're coming. Once again, on the first goal, maybe it can be a foul. So I don't blame Donny. He knows what to do next time. But apart from that specific moment, Donovan played a good game. Very physical, winning a lot of duels, very solid on the 1v1. I think in general the 3 centre-backs did it very well today. And Paul is trying to find back his best fitness, to try to be consistent, and to try to don't miss any game anymore until the end of the season. So it's about keeping a balance, it's about taking care of him, and we we know how important Paul is for our team. So once again, this is a hard game for forwards and for creative players, for light, quick players like him, like Jordi, like Kevin. So it's a tough one to play, and both they did well.
We'll go back to Steve Goff.
Hernán, what did you think of Jordi's chance down near the end of that diving header?
Yeah, it's an open chance. It's a chance that you can't miss. But well, Jordi scored an incredible free kick against Atlanta and 2 beautiful goals against Columbus. You can't blame him. And missing chances is part of this sport, and it is like that. It was probably the biggest opportunity during the second half, and if that goes in, you go back with 3. Now it's only 1. No problem. We will try harder next time, and now try to reload the energy and keep the focus on our next game, a very important one at Audi Field. On Wednesday, we'll recover our internationals. We have more numbers, so super positive, and I'm very enthusiastic to everything what's coming up.
Coach, one more question. We'll
Okay.
go to Jose Amon. Jose.
Thank you, Coach, for your time. I wanted to ask about your substitutions. You brought in Felipe and Avila in 63rd. What were you looking to get out of them, and what did you think once you added those substitutions? Did you feel that you got what you wanted out of it? Considering that you didn't have another sub until the 87th. So what did you think about their performances, and did you feel that you got what you needed?
Once again, it was a very close game, a very tough one. I think the subs did it well. Like most of the games, they come in. It's never easy to come in from the bench. I've been there, so I know how hard it is. Drew Skandrich had a yellow card, so it was a little bit more to be precautious with him. And I think Felipe came in with the right energy, the right mentality, like he always does. And knowing the type of game we were going through, and the fact that both teams were playing more long balls, I thought with 2 targets instead of 1, having Ola and having also Ramon, who also deserves minutes based on the last performances. I also think he did well. He had some opportunities. Was a lot of fighting, a lot of rough moments. But well, Paul, we knew from where he was coming, and 60 minutes I think was a good amount of minutes for him to come back and get his fitness back on track.